Good afternoon or good evening, everybody. It is Thursday, October 12th, 2023. It is 6:22 in the morning. In the evening. I'll get it right. Um, okay, so what I've got for you for this video is part 3 of chapter 1 of The Mark. Where are we going, sport? David craned his neck to look at the man, incredulous that he was still speaking. I say, where are we going? Am I dropping you off, or are you dropping me? I'm dropping you. Go where you want and get out. Sorry. This wasn't how David normally treated people, even ignorant ones. But he had to hear whether Annie had been reassigned and where. Nothing. The crowd control dispatcher on the phone told him. Relieved then? He said. Relieved himself? Likely. Nothing in our system on her. David thought of calling medical services, but scolded himself for overreacting. Motor pool man deftly picked his way through the massive, dispersing crowd. At least most were dispersing. They looked shocked. Some were angry. They had waited hours to see the body, and now that Carpathia had arisen, they were not going to be able to see him, all because of where they happened to be in the throng. This is as close as I hope to get in this thing, then. The man said, skidding to a stop abruptly that David had to catch himself. You'll bring it back round then, eh, sir? Of course, David said, trying to gather himself to at least thank the man. As he slid into the driver's seat, he said, Been back to Australia since the reorganizing? The man furrowed his brow and pointed at David as if to reprimand him. Man of your station ought to be able to tell the difference between an Aussie and a New Zealander. My mistake, David said. Thanks for the wheels. As he pulled away, the man shouted, Course, we're all proud citizens of the United Pacific States now anyway. David tried to avoid eye contact with the many disgruntled mourners turned celebrants who tried to flag him, not for rides but for information. At times, he was forced to break to keep from running someone down, and the request was always the same. In one distinct accent or another, everyone wanted the same thing. Anyway, we can still get to see His Excellency? Can't help you, David said. Move along, please. Official business. Not fair. Wait all night and half the day in the blistering sun, and for what? But others danced in the streets, making up songs and chants about Carpathia, their new god. David glanced again at the monstrous monitors where Carpathia was shown briefly touching his hands, as the last several thousands were herded, though. To David's left, guards fought to block hopefuls from sneaking into the courtyard. Lines closed, they shouted over and over. On the screen, pilgrims swooned as they neared the bier, graced by Nikolai in his glory. Many crumbled from merely getting near him, waxing catatonic. Guards held them up to keep them moving, but when His Excellency himself spoke quietly to them and touched them, some passed out, dead weights in the guard's arms. Over Nikolai's cooing, Good to see you. Thank you for coming. Bless you. Bless you. David heard Leon Fortanto. Worship your king, he said soothingly. Bow before his majesty. Worship the Lord Nikolai, your god. Dissonance came from the guards, stuck with the responsibility of moving the mass of quivering, jellied humanity, catching them as they collapsed in ecstasy. Ridiculous. They grumbled to each other. Live mics sending the cataphony of Fortunato, Carpathia, and the complainers to the end of the PA system. Keep moving. Come on now. There you go. Stand up. Move it along. Okay, so that's all I've got for you for this video. If you like this content, like this video, or comment below. Now, don't forget to go out there and rainbow it. Flood the world with love, joy, peace, charity. Thank you, and have a good day.